Peace, family. How y'all doing? Love and light. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Y'all like my research shirt? I'm just chilling, lounging. Got a couple things to do today. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk to you guys about, I guess you would call it like a controversial topic. Because normally when I do these topics, I do a post first. And then like I come on here and I talk about it. But today I'm just going to talk about it. So what I got to say is, what's up, Kim? What I got to say is kind of controversial. So if you guys are easily offended and you easily get upset, you might want to exit this. And I do want to say before I, get into what I got to say, that this is in no way trying to be negative or anything like that. I just want to open up your mind and get you guys to think a little bit, just to think a little bit more so. I think that's what this is about. So they did a study. You guys know I do like a lot of studying. I do a lot of research. I'm always watching documentaries, that kind of thing. That's what I'm into. So they did this study, right? And the study was about colorism in the black community or melanated community or indigenous community or whatever you want to call it. So they did this study about colorism. So they had several different I guess you would say things that they studied. One of them being photos and photographs. So they posted, I believe it was 3 beautiful black women. They had 3 beautiful black women. Very beautiful. Every single one of them were very beautiful. So I'm talking about body-wise, everything. So immediately, the men who they did the case study with found the super lighter complected woman with the considered good curly hair to be more attractive than they found the other 2 women to be. Okay. Now, also, they did this, I guess they did a post or whatever, and they had all the women in the post to post photos, and the brothers were supposed to come on there and like the ones that they liked the most or whatever. So then the brothers actually liked the light-skinned women's photos more. And these light-skinned women's photos that they liked, not all of them were attractive. Not all of them were something you could consider to be the status quo of attractiveness. But the brothers was on it. They was like, ooh, ooh, you so beautiful, you so this and that, because they was light-skinned with light eyes and this kind of thing. So they did the same study on black women with brothers, with black men. Oh, thank you, Tracy. They did the same study with the brothers, with black men and black women. So the women had to go and choose the photos that they liked and things like that. And honestly, the studies were kind of compelling, and they were rather quite the opposite. So the black women were really more so into like the darker and browner brothers, and all of the men were attractive. Like, all of the men were attractive, very attractive bodies, everything. But for some reason, the black women were more so attracted to the darker men, and also they were attracted to like caramel complected guys, like kind of like my color. I thought we were past that stuff too. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. So yeah, I thought that we were past colorism too, but colorism actually still exists. Okay. And one of the stigmas that I wanted to get on as far as colorism goes, when people meet me, they like, and I know that a lot of my other sisters have had this same problem and issue. When people see us out and about, they'll say to us, "Oh, before I actually got to meet you and talk to you, I thought you were stuck up. Why do you think that I was stuck up?" Generally is because I don't consider myself to be light skinned. I think I'm more like brown, but a lot of other people consider me to be light skinned. My children are very light complected, but I don't consider myself light skinned, but people do. And so they say, because, oh, you were light skinned, I thought you were stuck up. I thought you were this and that. And I'm nothing like they thought I was. And this happens to a lot of my other friends too, who are lighter complected, and people automatically assume they stuck up, or they treat them a certain kind of way because they think they're stuck up because of their skin complexion. And then it goes quite opposite with some of my sisters who are darker skinned women, and also this was in the study too. And when a darker skinned woman gets upset, then all of a sudden, oh, she's angry. She's an angry black woman, or she's depicting the role as the angry black woman. When no, she's just upset, you know? Or it happens with black women too. Like, let's just say like another race sees a black woman who's upset, and we automatically get the angry black woman stigma. Whereas in our community, now I'm talking about in our community right now, I'm not talking about outside of the black community. But when the darker woman gets upset, it's considered bad, or they looking bad at her, and I feel like they just put more pressure on them, and it should not be that way. But when a lighter complected woman gets upset in our community, it's not considered, oh, she just being hateful, she just being mean, she just being rude. And it's not fair. And that's in our community. Now, outside of our community, outside of being a melanated woman or a melanated man, because the same thing happens to our brothers too, right? Our brothers get very intimidated, are very intimidated. Other people see them as an intimidation, okay? So if a black man is angry and upset in society, it's looked at like he's a threat. But we all have the right to be angry and upset. And it's just not fair that somebody of a other complexion can be angry and upset, and it's not seen as aggression. So basically this topic of discussion is colorism in the melanated community. And it's sad that it exists, and it should not exist, because we are all the same people. When we go out into society, yes, we may get certain benefits that maybe a darker complected person wouldn't get. And that's how society is wired up, and that's not fair. But yes, we may get more benefits from that, but we should not do that to each other, and we should not allow society to do that to us, or to do that to our brothers and sisters. We shouldn't allow it. We should stop making this the norm or the status quo, or we really shouldn't be engaging in colorism at all. I know, like, I see a lot of brothers who say they don't date dark-skinned women. They don't date dark-skinned women. Oh, they don't date them because they get angry, they ghetto, they're all this stuff, and it's stupid to me. It's so stupid, because every person is different. Not everybody is the same. Not every woman shouldn't be stereotyped or put into a certain category or a certain stigma based on skin complexion. Brothers, we gotta get out of this. I understand you like what you like, but sometimes you need to dig deeper and evaluate, why is it that I'm really attracted to light-skinned women? Why is it? Why is it that I'm only attracted to light-skinned women? Why? Why? Dig deep inside and see, because there's a disconnect inside of you. If you feel like darker complexion women are not attractive. We all have somebody chocolate. We all have somebody darker complected in our family, because black comes in many shapes and many shades and many colors and many sizes. So you guys gotta stop like doing this and evaluate yourself. If you are one of them brothers who are about self growth, who are about growing yourself and getting to know yourself and loving yourself, true black, you do like what you like, and I understand that you do like what you like, but sometimes you have to go deeper than that. You get what I mean? Sometimes you have to dig deeper and ask yourself, well, why do I only like light-skinned women? Why do I only like light-skinned women? What about them is attractive to me? Ask yourself that question. So it's cool to like what you like. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like, everybody knows I'm super duper uber attracted to me some chocolate. Like, I love super dark chocolate, black as purple, dark as night, blacker than whatever. I like it. It's attractive to me. Everybody knows I like it. But I think the reason why I like it, honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all why I like it. I like it because I think that when you can still persevere through adversity, when you can still be be this strong black man and be super dark and know that you have this stigma about you in society and you can still live life through that. I don't know, I find that to be very attractive. Like, I find that to be attractive. I find that to be like the most beautifulest thing ever. But I like all shades of men. If I feel like you got a beautiful spirit, I'm gonna like you. But I really love chocolate skin. Like, I think it's so beautiful. I just think it's beautiful. So I don't know how you guys can be like, racist. Like, I guess you can't call it racist, but have colorism towards your own people. Like, where does it come from? Now, a lot of people say that the Willie Lynch letters are not true. A lot of people say that the Willie Lynch letters are fabricated and things of that nature. I don't know. I wasn't there when they were created. I don't know if they're true, but they do make a lot of sense. And they say that that was all constructed. Put them against each other based on skin complexion and skin tone. Put them against each other. But let me ask you a question. Do you see white people doing that to one another? I know you guys see darker complected white people and you see lighter complected white people and you see white people who are so white that they're pale. So we see, a lot of times we see that, right? We see them with different shades and different colors, but they don't have the same issue with one another that we have. You know, they don't have that same issue. They don't be like, oh, oh, Becky is not that attractive because her skin is darker than Kelly's skin. Kelly's skin is super light, so I think she's more beautiful than Becky because Becky's complexion is a little bit darker. And oh, Becky has curlier hair and Kelly's hair is straight, so I find that to be more attractive. You don't see white people do that to each other. So why do we have to do that to each other? Are we so obsessed with being as close to Europeans as possible, or as close to the look of a European as possible, that we have to put each other down? Like, that we have to think that somebody is less beautiful or less attractive based on hair type and skin complexion? True, Abdul, height and weight. Like, okay, like, also, women are out here killing themselves to get perfect bodies because they want to be socially accepted in society. So they're out here killing themselves, literally killing themselves to look a certain kind of way. Women are bleaching their skin. Chocolate women, you guys can go look this up. This is not made up. Chocolate women are bleaching their skin because they want to feel more attractive to the brothers too. They want brothers to think that they're beautiful. They want to be able to, walk through the spot and be like, hey, you know what I mean? So, but I don't think that that's cool. So I just want you guys to really do some self-evaluation and ask yourself, if you have some kind of deep-seated like hate with colorism, ask yourself, why am I like this? This one guy told me, this. He said, you need to stop messing with them dark skinned brothers because you're not winning with them. They not good. Dark skinned brothers, they don't know how to act. They ain't right. They don't know how to treat a woman. You need to stop messing with them dark skinned brothers, and get away from them. And I was looking at him like, that's how I was looking. I was really looking at him like, are you serious? Like, are you for real? Like, is this real life? Did he just tell me to stop messing with dark skinned brothers? Like, wow. Dude, do you realize you're a dark skinned brother? You just a different shade. You just may be a lighter shade, but you're a dark skinned brother. Like, for real. Like, you are a dark skinned brother. If you go to around white people, if I go around white people and they're going to be like, ooh, I love your dark skin. To them, I'm dark skinned. So just because you're a different lighter shade than another person does not mean you're not dark skinned. You are dark skinned. You just got to get out of that mentality. And that's not cool, because what it's doing is it's creating division. And when you do things like that, it's a form of self-hate. Whether you know it or not, it's a form of self-hate. We gotta get out of this colorism. And colorism is real. Colorism is so real. Like, you can put 3 beautiful black women in the room, and all the brothers is gonna go flock into the light-skinned sister with the light eyes and the curly hair, because that's the standard of beauty. That's the standard of beauty. She could be probably on welfare, broke, and y'all don't even know it, but y'all gonna flock to her because she's beautiful in your eyes. And it's not cool, y'all. Y'all gotta cut this out. Y'all gotta cut this going to the lighter skin and the most curly hair and all this stuff, because if you really want me to get on it, like, I don't have a problem with light-skinned people or with people with light eyes and curly hair. I have really light eyes. You guys can't tell right now, but my eyes are super light brown. So, I don't have a problem with it. But if you guys really understand genetics, then you will understand that brown eyes are beautiful because they're the most dominant. You know what I mean? Dark skin is beautiful because it's dominant. This hair is not nappy hair. This hair is curly hair. It's super curly hair. It's the curliest. When you see kinky hair, that means that it's the curliest hair that there ever was. It's super curly. When you see loose curls, those loose curls have been encoded with European DNA. So it weakens the strand of the hair, making the hair curls a little bit looser. That means that you have high, you have a lot of European DNA in your blood. True, Bleak, you can have a preference, but still, I understand what you're saying. But even still, though, you may have a preference. Ask yourself why. Like, I think that we got to stop saying, oh, I just like what I like and that's it. We got to stop saying that. We got to say, I just like what I like and that's it. And using that as an excuse for colorism. We got to stop doing that. We got to actually go within and examine, well, why do I find this attractive? Well, why do I like what I like? Why? Why is light skin and pretty eyes and why is light skin and green eyes considered pretty eyes to me? Why do I like these things? Why? Ask yourself that. And to me, I really believe that you're going to find out is that you're going by a European standard of beauty. You're not going by the African standard of beauty. It used to be if you had the fullest lips, they were beautiful. You want to come in my video, Terrell? Okay. I'll let you come in, see what you got to say. Don't say no bullshit or I'm going to get you up off of here. I'm keeping it real. But I'm going to let you on. Anyways, while he's being added on. So ask, your, ask yourself those questions. Why do I feel the way I feel? What's up, Terrell? How you doing?
Uh,
So what you got to add?
how you doing?
I'm doing good. You have something to say?
Uh,
I said you have something to say about the what I'm
I
talking
said,
about.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I said, do you have something to say about what I'm talking about in the video?
Call me, call me, call me. I'm gonna leave my number. Call me.
Okay, I guess he didn't have nothing to say about what I was talking about in the video. That was kind of strange. But anyways, Sharnice, you said people don't like to self-reflect because it makes them accountable for their choices. True, Sharnice. I believe that is a true statement. People don't like to look within, and I think that that is the one of the most important things that we can do as the melanated people is start looking within ourselves. Because if we look within, we have to heal the disconnect. Why you over there laughing, Rod? I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, people crack me up. I swear they do. Oh my god. But anyways, but yeah, we have to start reflecting within ourselves and asking ourselves these questions. We need to know, like, why do I like this? Is it a form of self-hate? Have we been programmed to be like this? We have to stop being against each other because other nationalities are not against each other, but we are. You know, we talk bad about each other. We have all these forms of colorism. We it's really bad, like some of the things that we do to our own race and our own community. And really, black is not a race, but we're not gonna get into that. But to our own, I'm gonna say our own nationality, because we are considered so-called African Americans who live in America. And we do this to each other. So we have to cut it out. We have to stop, and we have to just start going within and trying to eliminate colorism, because it's bad enough that we have to go out in society and be discriminated against because of the color of our skin and because of our nationality and because of our so-called race, which is a made-up construct. Because of that, we have to go through all of these things anyways, and now we're putting double the pressure on ourselves by doing that to each other, and it's just not right. And we got to get ourselves right, and we got to just learn how to just love and go within. Like, I like what I like, you like what you like, and that's cool, but ask yourself, why? Why do I like what I like? I know why I like what I like. You know, I love black men. I love you guys. The reason why I love black men of all shades and colors, and I love you guys because you you get mistreated a lot in society. People see you as a threat automatically. When you walk in a building, you're seen as a threat. Um, um, we'll talk about that, Sharnice. Let me finish what I'm saying. So, you guys go into society and they see you as a threat. You automatically have this negative stigma about you. White women clutch their purses. You know, when you come around, somebody thinks you might rob them. If you're sitting in your car minding your business on the street, and you're probably going to look up your GPS or something and try to find somewhere where you at in the area, somebody might call the police on you because you're seen as a threat. But you still can push through and have successful businesses and take care of your children and manage your households and all of these things. I find that to be very attractive, and that's why I think you guys are beautiful. Sharnice, as far as colorism in the Latina or Latin community, it is very prevalent there as well. I can't speak on Dominicans because I'm not Dominican. Everybody thinks I'm Dominican, but I'm not. That's I get that a lot. But I can't speak on Dominicans. My cousin's Dominican. Maybe she could talk to you about it. But I can't really speak on that. But the only thing I can speak on is within the Latin community. I know this for a fact to be true. There is a lot of colorism. You know, I have friends and family from Puerto Rico who actually, you know, have came to me who live there now, who actually still live in Puerto Rico, and they are darker complected, darker than me, and they experience colorism as well. So Dominicans, of course, you guys are gonna, if you are a Dominican person and you living in America, to them you're automatically black. It don't matter, you're black. So I'm pretty sure that happens to them too, as well, Charnene. I'm pretty sure of it. So Dominican and Puerto Rican and what else? Belizean and all of these different things are still considered black people. It doesn't matter. You're just from a different continent or different place, but you're still a melanated person and you're still a black person, and they still just um, 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 go through discrimination and colorism. They still experience it. So at the end of the day, I said all that to come back to my main message that I always teach you guys and I always preach to you guys, because I really wanted to get deep down in your heart and soul and spirits. I wanted to really resonate within you. Let it just vibrate and penetrate through your whole body. Love. It's really that simple, y'all. Just love. Just love. At the end of the day, love. Just practice love. Be a living example, walking example, be pure, the pure embodiment of love. Also, guys, I'm going through some challenges right now. And I don't really like to talk about my challenges because you guys always see me happy and smiling. But I'm going through some challenges, so I could really use some of you guys' prayers. If you could just uplift me in prayer, you know, send some love and some light and some strength my way. You know, just smile for me, be happy for me, send some positive energy my way, say a prayer for me. If you guys could really do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my challenges that I'm going through. As you guys know, you see me at home a lot. When you guys when I used to come on here, I used to come on here at work because I worked so much. I literally would be at work all day. I would leave my house at 5 a.m. and I would get home at like 7:30 or 8 p.m. and I would just work all day. So within that time frame, um, I have some injuries. I had sustained some injuries working to my hand. So I really don't text anymore or anything like that. I actually have to talk my text. So if y'all see on Facebook and my words seem a little bit out of place, or they seem a little mumbo jumbo, is because I'm actually talking my post. I talk my post because I can't really text a lot. I can't use my hands as much as I used to use them. But of course, I got to make money on the side because I'm not making as much as I used to. So that's one of my challenges. I've been waiting for them to give me surgery on my hand for about a year. I have to get surgery on my elbow. I have to get surgery on my left hand. I have a big old knot right here in my left shoulder that's been there for about a year now since I've been out of work. So I haven't been able to actually go back to work yet. And I'm just experiencing a lot of challenges, and it's hard on a limited income. So I'm not making the money. I was making really good money, y'all. Like I was making stupid good money. And now I'm making kibbles and bits. So I'm barely getting by, barely making it. And I want you guys to just keep me lifted in prayer. I just cannot wait till this surgery gets over with so I can just go back to my life, go back to doing the things that I love. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take this time to do my calling, to do what I've been called to do, and that is to teach. Because everybody's like, "Can you be a teacher? Can you be a teacher?" So I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna just keep inspiring you guys to open your mind, to open up your third eye, to actually start thinking for yourself, to start to think for yourself, like really think for you. You know, don't think certain ways because society has you believing that this is the status quo or this is the standard. Start questioning things. Start questioning things that don't make sense. Start studying. Start researching. I study all day. I research all day. I watch documentaries down there all day. I love knowledge. Like I love knowledge. I love learning new things. And right now I'm really like off into the unknown. Like I'm really exploring the unknown. I'm exploring, why are we here? Why are we here? I'm exploring things like, is the earth flat or is it round? I'm exploring things like how the how no one has ever been outside of our universe um because there's a glass plate that won't let anybody leave outside the universe. People are lying, telling you that they've been to the moon when nobody's been to the moon, and all of those photos are fake. I'm trying to figure out, you know, all the different levels of elevation, and trying to figure out all the different what do you call it? What do you call it? God, I just drew a blank. But I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'm trying to figure out all the different dimensions, the unseen, right? The Van Allen belt. I don't know. I'm not going by what white people call it. I'm gonna call it the glass plate, because that's what I'm just gonna call it, the glass plate. That's what I'm gonna call it. But anyways, like I'm trying to learn, like I'm just expanding my mind. Yeah, I did look that up. I looked that up, Sharnice. I've been, trust me, this has been a monthly. Like I think I've been looking into this for about, I want to say 3 months now, 3 months. And every time I get deeper, it gets deeper. And every time I get deeper, I'm like, just when I thought it couldn't get any deeper, it got deeper. And so, oh man, so I'm looking into that. So I just want to encourage everybody, just start thinking outside the box, start studying, start researching, try to find your purpose, try to find why you are here, try to make it to where you reach the next level in your spirit, man, and in your spirit, man, and also within your soul. Like try to reach the next level, because I feel like if we don't, we just keep coming back here, and it's so many levels and so many dimensions and so many places we could elevate to. And I'm ready to elevate, and I want to take some of you guys with me, if y'all understand what I'm saying. If y'all can get what I'm saying. I know people are like, what the hell is she talking about? But I'm ready to elevate, and I'm ready to take you guys on that journey with me. And I just want you guys to open up your minds and start actually thinking, like really thinking deeper, digging deeper. Like Think for yourself. Stop being a sheep. Stop getting caught up in what all these celebrities are doing, and getting caught up in what do you call it, reality TV. Stop getting caught up in that, and just start trying to study and research, because you want to ascend. You want to reach higher levels of consciousness. You want to get to the point where you want to get to where your ancestors who have been here and who have came back so many times, they came back and came back and they finally learned. You want to get to that point. You want to get out of the matrix. It really is a matrix, y'all. And this universe is infinite with infinite possibilities if you do the time, you take the time to do the work to reach it, because it's not going to come to you and it's not going to fall in your lap. All right, so that's really all I got to say. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Hopefully I opened up your eyes to colorism, and made you like dig deep and learn how unnecessary it really is. And hopefully, maybe you guys can, maybe I could touch your heart to get to a point where you just love. you know you just love. If it's something you see on your timeline that's negative, delete it, unfriend that person. If it's something that you're watching that's consistently negative, don't watch it anymore. If somebody is gossiping and they talking bad, don't be around it, because you that stuff is going to draw to you, because you're letting that energy in. That stuff is going to come to you, because energy is your energy that you put out. You also attract the same energy. So what's deep in your heart, you attract what's deep in your heart. You attract what's deep in your thoughts. You attract that to you. So, love and light, guys. Peace and blessings. And just at the end of the day, just love, and just keep me in your prayers like I asked y'all to, because I need all the prayers and the positive energy I could get. So peace, guys. Love and light. I hope y'all have a good one. Bye.